Curse nga siya. I will liken social media like a dirty pool, like a dirty, cheap resort.
Parang nagsa-self-regulate ka na rin and they might possibly judge you.
The outpouring of social media has produced more trash than something that will benefit human society.
If I have that kind of power, I will use that power to erase social media. Go back to the basics, talk to people, learn your social skills, deal with humanity, and be real. I have a lot of friends who've become now very inclined to politics. When in reality, when we meet in person, this person doesn't even talk about politics to me. And it's something like, hello?
It gets to the point where it makes us living paranoid, and you get to question people around you. If ito bang tao to, is this person really sincere with me? Why is this person not liking any of my posts? Everyone is thrown against the wall. And one of the best parameters these days would be Facebook. I am even guilty of that. I even ask kids or my friends, why did you not like my post? It's about MACC or something. Because it sets me on the loose. I mean, I feel get paranoid. It's crazy.
Yes.
And I'm on top of my mind, on top of my emotions. And I get all this uh, like unnecessary stuff in my brain, in my emotion. So every now and then, like every minute, I empty the trash bin I get from social media.
That's why
So
lately you haven't been
I
posting.
open my Facebook. I always X. Like I don't want to see this ad. I don't want to see this topic. I don't want to see this. I filter them very very. I only read articles written by people I know who are conscientious, who are intelligent, who have no nothing trashy that will come into my consciousness. I mean, even TikTok, it's so alluring. So, comment please. Feel free to dissent my uh, observations and my personal feelings about social media.
Anyone? Gusto
Hi,
ko nang comment pero kayo
so
na
me.
muna.
Is it
So
Reggie?
it's true,
Is
no?
it
Yes,
Reggie's voice
Yes,
I
Reggie.
hear?
yes. Good
Okay.
evening po. So
Yes, good
to add
evening,
lang, no,
Reg.
before good evening
Yes.
po. So to add lang, no, um, uh, to the ideas before I give my uh opinion. So yeah, there are a lot of negative um influence from social media. So there's negative social societal programming. Like look at TikTok. I don't know if you guys go to TikTok, probably not, but you don't even have to go to porn sites anymore. TikTok is like a porn site. And then there's also the Maritas culture, the cancel culture. But for me, I don't see social media. Although yeah, maybe it is a beast, but I don't see it that way. I see social media as just an irregular modern day problem. When something new comes up, there's always new problems. So before we had cell phones, and then we had smartphones. Now we have modern day new problems. So now we have social media, and now I think I see it as a modern day problem. And I think it depends on how the person builds his habits, because social media is built and designed by the smartest people in the world. So it's you against the smartest people in the world, and you will definitely be addicted because that's how it's designed. So it's a modern day problem that you have to overcome. You have to develop good habits for you not to be defeated by the beast that is social media. And if you do overcome social media, there are so many benefits. Like it's even uh, sometimes Facebook has shut down, and imagine the fear that people feel when Facebook shuts down. Like, paano na yung negosyo ko? Paano na yung mga followers ko? So I think that also emphasize how important social media is. So to summarize, I don't think I think social media is just another modern day problem. Yeah.
So I think, yes, going back to what Reggie said, I cannot simply say that it's a modern day problem now because someone is behind it. It's a tool, it's an instrument designed to suck us all dry. To suck us all dry, because if not, Zuckerberg would not have made billions of dollars over. Yes. And political pundits, they would not have to depend on social media to be able to win, as what Obama did. It was his engine to win in the presidential race. It's not natural the way COVID is,
Yes.
and the spread of dreadful what calamities, pandemic. It's easier now. It's like 100 times easier because of social media. We are manipulated.
Reggie, you want to say something more?
First of all, natapos ko ba yung sinasabi ko kanina? Was I
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
but
I was able to
here's
hear
here's the
everything
good
that Sir
here's the good side. I know, I understand because now the underprivileged now has the access to more people. But what the tricky part is, they are just like connected to their own time. Like if you see the social strata, no one from the A B market would watch and follow someone from the E market. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Like people are fooling themselves. Oh, I have 100,000 followers. Yes, but look at your followers. Who are these people? I mean, they're just numbers. They have no quality. They cannot. They, you cannot turn them into something real, something monetary, except through subscriptions through YouTube. That's how we make money. And well, what the fuck is it? Like people these days, they would rather invest on YouTube, create this content to make money out of advertisement. Is that even a job?
That's true, sir. Like
Yes,
there are some who like they are professionals supposed to be, but they would leave their job and do YouTube instead.
that's true. And a lot of people these days would use the word. What was that word, kid?
YouTuber, is that
Term?
it?
No, no, no.
Influencer? No.
Yeah, influencer and words like influencer and the digital. What is that? Digital something. Like like people posing as experts in digital digital technology. When what you see is just like hawks. All the beautiful words coming out of their mouth, there's always Google beside them. There's always Google on their other palm. Kala mo, I've been through there. I went to Iligan. I was talking to a lot of people. My God, this person is so smart. Until I realized he was all checking his phone like every second to sound like to sound very complicated, to sound very sophisticated, very knowledgeable. So I tell this person, remove your Google.
Google.
No Google, please. Then there's nothing for them to answer. What good is is it in there? It's so fake. So I think it's really going to to crush humanity. It's sending the wrong signal. No one wants to work anymore. All works are online.
Yeah.
The 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 jobs that pay higher than when you come to the office and apply for a real job.
Mm-hmm.
If the disease of 21st century for me is social media. As for the 20th century, you know what is?
What is it?
It's Wall Street. It's stocks.
Uh,
There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there. It's
yes,
blah
that's
blah blah.
true.
Yes, it's just a concept. You don't even have like a bed or a building to talk about. It's
Yes.
nothing. You can lose overnight or win overnight.
Mm,
Really a bubble. It's a
yes. Like you see, I mean, you can get millions from
people in
ABC
the
Corporation, which doesn't even have an office. It's just an envelope. Yes, sir.
yes.
Yes.
So thank you for your thoughts, Reg. So keep them coming. Um,
Yes. How about from you, Al and Mrs. Zib? Any thoughts on this? Because I said a while ago, sir, that for me, sir, by default, social media gives more negative impact. It's just that the people would, like some people would do something good about it. Like, for example, in YouTube, they would watch maybe things that would make them more creative,
Doon pa
or
sila
more
Eman.
knowledgeable about business or something like that. But for me, by default,
Yung
it's more
ginawa
on the
ng
negative.
MACCVERSATIONS, puro-pulo.
So, your thoughts on this, Mrs. Ziv? Al?
Yes, of course. We all have our personal experiences of how we deal our life, real lives towards social media. You know, social media is something that it depends on how a person would always consume social media, no? Kung buong buhay mo rin, I mean, like, if you always, like, most of your time is in social media, that's the time that, you get to see a lot of good and bad things about social media. But the social media itself is also designed in a way that you have the power, to control who to see, what to read, and it's not really something that it just comes out. It has also its own algorithm. It comes, what you like, what you watch. It always comes out kung what are the things that you usually do. So as what I think Reg have mentioned also earlier, it's a habit. It doesn't mean also that social media is always positive or always negative because it would always end upon to the end user. I have a lot of friends who have their social media accounts, but they just have their family and just close people who are in that kind of social community that they have. They don't need the whole world really to be part of their social media community because they have this some kind of understanding. I think that's one thing that people have difficulty in, that when they go to the social media, everybody's seeking for attention, everybody's seeking for validation. I think that's where the negative thing. I mean, even in the real world, even if you take out social media, you talk to people, not all people that you meet in your real life are even your true friends. Very few of them will still be real friend and real person to you. So that's how social media would always depend on how you perceive also things in life, no? Kasi me talaga, it's just a matter of perception. Me, I'm not always saying that social media is very bad. I actually have these friends who are sometimes they have this a lot of posts that I think do not align my principles in life. I just unfollow them. Yeah, they're still my friends in social media, but I still unfollow them. I do not really watch videos that are mga simple pages that share videos na I know these are coming like fake news. I totally remove it or do not follow it. And then, so I think also it matters also on your attitude or your behavior towards how you use social media. how much time you give yourself to social media. So it would really depend. So for me, by default, social media to actually Mia, I deactivated social media last year
Um,
from September, October, November. I had that social media because I think it's not really on the people I follow, but it's like I'm spending my time, too much in social media. At tama yung sabi ni Derek kanina, that sometimes it would make you a bit paranoid that why is this person posting something like that, 'di ba? But then it made me also to into a realization that why would I think that way? I mean, scary siya if you take things personally in social media. Where in fact, hindi lang ikaw ang friend ng tao na yun in the social media. So I decided to really, it helped me. The social media helped me to change a bit my other views in life. So yun lang yun eh. I mean, social media is a bit of a reflection of what you really see. For me, of what you really see in life. In real life, there are still people who will talk behind you, who will just, have fake smiles and fake talk and whatever. But still, I learned that it still depends on me how I take things from social media. I have a lot of friends who've become now very inclined to politics. When in reality, when we meet in person, this person doesn't even talk about politics to me. And it's something like, hello,
may Google
it's
kasi.
really, it's very
May Google kasi.
ironic.
Because Alvin,
You can
Yes,
copy and paste.
hindi sila makakapag-Google. Kaya,
yes, it's very ironic. And then, I'm a nurse by profession. So when talk about the COVID pandemic and all, you're sharing a lot about this pandemic and thing. And then, but when you see them, they don't even that.
Copy
So
paste yun.
it's
CTTO.
me. You can never know what is real unless the person will do it and say it congruently to their actions, to their beliefs, and to their values and principles in life. And also social media taught me talaga na people are very different. So you just have to take things, respect them in a way that they have their, freedom to express. And as long as that is acceptable, we can always meet a lot of people in a different light. So yun, and the bottom line is that for me by default, I'm sorry, because I always see life in a positive way, in the good way. I've practiced that kind of mindset. A lot of people would always tell me, why are you like that? Because I've been there before that, things. But yeah, I agree with Derek, like fake news, social media. Even if the person doesn't use social media, if you are already the subject in the social media, your credibility, your image, for just 1 second, 2 second, it can always be. And the worst thing is that hindi siya na-erase. It's forever. In the court, you can be there is pardon, di ba? But once your mistake is already recorded in the social media, it's forever. And it's forever. That's why it's so easy now to destroy someone's reputation. Troll person will just go to the 2 years, 5 years ago post of the person. Tapos they will use it as an argument towards the person again. And it's very hard. And they don't understand that the person 10 years ago, 5 years ago is now different from the present. So people would really use this kind of tool more in, yun nga, sabi nyo na they really take more advantage in abusing what really social media is intended really to, to connect other people. But instead of connecting us for better, sometimes it connects us to disconnect us in real world.
Sometimes I would want to like shut my social media because parang to a certain extent this is not, I think it doesn't make me healthy na.
Kasi yung social media, before, I think, dapat may sense of maturity ka muna before going into it.
Kapag nagbabasa ka rin, di ba, at least read naman kung ano yung nakasulat doon. Klaro naman yun na share lang.